Hello, everybody. Just want to take a time to review the proposal that is coming up due. I've been feeling a lot of emails, so I hope this can clarify any questions you may have. All right, so let's go to the final proposal, which is due week 7. Let's go ahead and then go over to the actual assignment. All right, so what you're supposed to do is create your proposal in Canva. So you cannot use PowerPoint, you cannot use um, anything else other than Canva, honestly. You want to model your proposal as an annotated bibliography. You want to include this in your proposal: the title slide, thesis slide, APA reference slide, and then your annotation slides. You're supposed to have 4 sources. Those 4 sources can be a combination of your textbook, the United States Constitution, credible research sources. That is not Wikipedia. Wikipedia is never a credible source. But like going to Google Scholar, going to the school library, looking up sources on your topic, that is credible sources. And then you also can use news outlets or videos as well. You're required to have at least 4, but you can have more than 4 if you so choose to. You then have to record your video using Canva to record your presentation. Make sure that you're visible in the video. Limit your recording to about 2 minutes. You want to keep it within that 2 minutes. You go a little bit over, that's fine. But over 3 minutes is definitely not good. It's like 2 minutes ish is perfect. Then you want to upload your video by the due date. Okay. So let's go to the proposal details. All right, proposal and final. So it makes sense to say that this proposal is the beginning of your final project. If you decide to change your thesis statement from what you did the previous week, that's totally fine. Since now whatever you get here is going to be the last thing. Now, what you're doing here for your proposal is you're going to have the title slide. You're going to have your claim side, which is your thesis statement. Your 4 sources. Make sure this is done in APA. This should not be done in bullet points, but should be done in proper APA citing. And then you want to have your annotations. So that's going to be slides 4 to 7. Okay. That's where you're going to summarize the source and its main arguments, how this source helps support your argument, use a direct quote from this text that supports your claim, and how it support your argument. Don't forget to use in-text citations. This is all you're turning in tonight or on week 7. That's all you're turning in, nothing more, nothing less. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the annotated bibliography to make sure we're all clear on that. And you can see I'm just going to do a quick Google search. I always like to use Purdue OWL. So read through this, but I just want to show you the example. Again, you're doing APA. Okay, actually. So what you're doing here, the annotation, you're going to summarize your article, paraphrasing, not necessarily using direct quotes. I know I said use the direct quotes earlier, and that's fine, but you really want to push the paraphrasing, because by paraphrasing, you're going to limit your ability to not cite, make mistakes, and plagiarize. So make your best decision on that. You definitely want to evaluate the source, and you want to reflect on how that source helps you in your claim or thesis statement. Okay. So let me go back and see, can I find you an example? Here you go. That's what I'm looking for, Purdue OWL. All right, so here you see the annotation. One thing I will say is this right here is supposed to be indented in. The second line in AP, well, that's MLA, so let's go to APA. Here we go. This is how it should look on your annotation. All your sources always are the first line to the far left. Then you indent, or you hit the tab key, or you hit 5 spaces on the second line thereafter. And then you just go into your annotation. It's just literally what you're saying. Now, when you're presenting this, you don't have to read everything word for word, because if you do that, it's going to take a lot more than 2 minutes. But you do want to paraphrase it to where you show your understanding. Submitting the video is not optional. If you don't submit the video and I can't see you, it will be a deduction in points. If you're not using APA, it will be a deduction in points. If you decide to do anything different other than these instructions, you will see a drastic deduction in points. And because this is worth 40% of your grade, it's not worth doing that. Just make sure you follow the directions. Now, let's go back to Blackboard. And what I actually did is gave you a link directly show you how to do annotated bibliography. So I would suggest you use this. See picture, do picture, read it, and go through it. I hope this helps many of you out. If you have any other questions or concerns, please let me know. But again, just reading the directions, following the directions is paramount. Do exactly what it says here for your proposal. And then do exactly what it says here on the first page for as far as what to do in your Canva presentation. Now, for your Canva presentation, all you have to do is upload the link to Canva as far as your presentation itself. That's the way I can verify you're not using PowerPoint or anything like that. If I don't get that, you may risk a deduction in points. And make sure you also provide a link to your video. Make sure that both are shareable. So you want to make sure that everything is shareable, to make sure everything can be seen. Because as you know, if I can't see it, I can't grade it. So I hope this helps out. But that's everything.